have endured bitter hardship and countless battles. But at long last, our home planet has been restored. We would not be standing on Cybertronian soil were it not for the valiant efforts of both those assembled here and our absent comrades. Ratchet, who remains on Earth to safeguard our human friends, and Cliffjumper, who made the ultimate sacrifice. But on this day, at the dawn of a new era, we gather to bestow a special honor, one earned by Bumblebee, through his bravery and devotion to the cause of peace, long before he rid this universe of the scourge of the Decepticon warmonger.
Megatron. Megatron. Megatron.
Unicron.
I do not understand. Why am I not one with the Allspark? Do I yet live?
You do not. Yet you cannot join the Allspark because my lifeblood once flowed through your veins.
Dark energy.
It binds you to my anti-spark.
Optimus Prime used the Matrix of leadership to imprison you within the Earth's core. So how is it that you speak to me now?
The foolish Prime rendered only my material form dormant. But my energy form was roused from slumber when I sensed the awakening of an ancient rival across the cosmos.
Primus. So it would seem that Optimus succeeded in restoring Cybertron after my demise.
I now wish to finish what I began eons ago, and for that, my anti-spark requires a vessel.
So, I will live again?
Only to serve me. Your husk will simply be an instrument of my will.
In the company of your fellow Autobots, in the presence of our creator Primus, the living core of our planet, and by the authority vested in me by the Matrix of Leadership, Bumblebee, arise, a warrior.
Nice.
Warrior, big time.
Here you go, B. Let's get this party started. Welcome to the club, B. Warrior today, who knows? Prime tomorrow?
Slow down, Smokey. I'm not sure I'd wish a Prime's responsibility on anyone.
I am sorry to interrupt your celebration,
Here it comes.
Primes never party.
but I must take my leave of you.
Sir, may I ask why?
Though Cybertron is once again able to support life, our planet is currently incapable of generating new lives. Not until I retrieve the wellspring from which all life on Cybertron is born and ultimately returns. The Allspark.
You mean it isn't here?
Nor has it been, Smokescreen. Not for thousands of years. As the war for Cybertron reached a tipping point, and the Decepticon army appeared to be unstoppable, I opted to safeguard the Allspark from Megatron, by covertly sending it to a distant sector of the galaxy. The matrix of leadership will enable me to guide us to its present location.
What are we waiting for? Let's take the warship and bring it back.
These remain dangerous times, Bumblebee. We cannot leave Cybertron unsecured, not with Starscream and Shockwave unaccounted for.
Not to mention our stray Predacon.
Ultra Magnus, you will supervise patrols to find and capture the fugitive Decepticons.
I would be honored.
Bulkhead, you will lead the reconstruction effort. Begin by building a landing field to welcome returning refugees. Wheeljack, I will require your extensive experience navigating deep space.
When do we leave? Superluminal space drive. Impressive.
One of many upgrades that I made to your limited corporeal form, and wholly necessary to reach Cybertron.
So, we are to rule together as one.
You will rule nothing. I travel to Cybertron for one reason only: to destroy Primus personally.
But to destroy Primus is to destroy Cybertron.
Thus will begin a new age.
The age of chaos.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! How are you going to attach the cladding when the framing structure's incomplete, huh?
Labor issues?
Any news of our fugitives?
Just signs of recent scavenging in former Decepticon installations.
The Con warship can't detect their life signals?
Shockwave must have found a way to shield or disable them.
I'll feel better when that gruesome twosome are locked up with the others.
You got my attention. What do you want?
We're prisoners of war. We have rights. When are we going to have access to an oil bath?
Well, when are you gonna tell me where I can find your pals?
Oh, I told you before. Shockwave had dozens of secret labs hidden across Cybertron. Top secret.
A shame. Your finish is looking pretty drab.
I don't know where they are, I swear. But I have an idea where you might try looking.
Someone may want to think about renaming the Sea of Rust. I'm just saying. Though I was hoping more of us would be rushing back here to see it. You know, now that it's all bright and shining.
Cybertron will populate in time, kid. You have to remember, refugees could be returning from light years away. Movement. 2 contacts at point 84. Approach with caution. My name is Ultra Magnus. Are you Autobot or Decepticon?
Neither.
Predacons.
Phase beats flame every time. Scrap! Bumblebee, I need an emergency ground bridge. Snap! Anxiety! I'm getting you out of here!
Where's the patient? He is suffering from a multitude of internal injuries, most quite severe.
So anyone care to explain what 2 more Predacons are doing on Cybertron?
I thought Optimus said new life wasn't possible without the All-Spark.
I'm no authority, but something tells me cloning old bones doesn't constitute new life.
Shockwave's been playing in his lab since the war. Why stop now?
Doesn't matter where those beasts came from. We gotta take them down.
If Shockwave's back in business, there could be more of them. A lot more.
We need to call Optimus.
Really, Bulk? And interrupt his quest to save the future of our race on Cybertron?
Why send the Allspark to Theta Scorpii, one of the most hazardous star systems in the galaxy?
Precisely to deter Megatron from searching this region for it.
With all the gamma bursts and planetoid collisions out here, how can you be sure it survived?
The Allspark itself is comprised of pure energy. In order to contain it and launch it off-world, Alpha Trion forged a vessel capable of extracting it from the ether. It is this indestructible reliquary we seek.
Well, I'll try not to scratch the paint on this tub, but no promises.
We cannot risk being stranded if our ship is damaged. It is best that you remain here, Wheeljack.
You're the boss.
Watch your step.
Who made him leader?
B did snuff Megatron.
I'm not leading. I'm scouting.
Fair enough. But you do realize we're nowhere near where we found those Predacons, right?
We're not looking for those Predacons. I followed this Energon trail, which means he was wounded. And I know we aren't the ones who wounded him.
Whoa, you mean we've been tracking? Predacons?
Hold fire! Recognize this, Predaking? You served aboard Megatron's warship. Surely you're familiar with this little treasure from his vault? The Immobilizer. It causes instant stasis lock, though the victim remains fully conscious. A living death. But we didn't come here to fight, Your Highness.
Then why have you violated my refuge, Autobot?
We need answers. Do you know of any other Predacons currently on Cybertron?
Indeed, legions of them. Behold, my subjects, a countless multitude, rendered extinct ages ago by the Great Cataclysm, unearthed by the shifting of plates during our planet's restoration.
Yeah, well, me and Ultra Magnus just about got scrapped by 2 living Predacons. Know anything about them, Your Highness?
2? Where?
We came to ask your help in finding them.
For revenge?
No. Optimus Prime would deem it a tragedy to stain Cybertron's fresh soil with any newly spilled energon. So help us prove what Megatron was never willing to. That more than one race can peacefully coexist on our planet.
You assume that because I turned against Megatron, I can forgive the Autobots their role in the destruction of my brethren on Earth? Leave me be, and dare not trespass here again.
I have returned, partner. I trust you haven't strained yourself tinkering in your lab while I was toiling in the field like a common drone. I mean, I seem to supply old bones faster than you grow new clones.
Starscream, given our lack of infrastructure and frequent need to relocate in order to avoid detection, it is not logical to expect greater productivity at this point in time.
At least your new clones lack the arrogance of your last effort. The one who named himself Predacons. Be careful, you clumsy brutes! Where have you been? Gussing Autobots. What? You were ordered to avoid all contact with the enemy! I don't hear you laughing now, Darksteel. We weren't followed. Fools! Now that they know of your existence, we have lost the element of surprise. The Autobots are weak. They fled like cowards. We have no need to fear them. Perhaps Skylinks, but we must not underestimate them either. Their treacherous scout was able to fell the mighty Megatron. Rest his spark.
As such, it is paramount that we harvest the CNA necessary to clone more of you. Many more of you.
So that we may build an army of beasts great enough to eradicate the Autobots and conquer Cybertron. In Lord Megatron's memory and name.
What makes you think we'll find Shockwave's cloning lab here?
Yeah, wasn't Dark Mount Megatron's military HQ?
If the intel I received from Knockout is accurate, we'll find a map of Shockwave's entire lab network in the Citadel's databank.
Not good. Optimus, plasma storm incoming. Get out of there. That Allspark container may be indestructible, but you aren't.
I am too close to turn back.
Lord Smokescreen, Emperor of Destruction.
How can you sit there? That's some bad mojo.
What do you know? Knockout actually shot straight for once.
What'd you have to do? Buff his finish?
Close. Let's download the data and get out of here.
Hey, something's heading our way.
Predaking?
Moving too fast.
Starscream?
Sons of the Prime, prepare to be obliterated!
Megatron? You skewered Buckethead with a giant saber and managed to miss his spark?
How are you still alive?
And where'd you score the upgrade?
Megatron cannot answer you at this moment, though I can inform you with utmost authority that he owes his new lease on life to me, Unicron. And I will not be so easy to deliver into oblivion.
Bothersome pest.
That pest is the very one who robbed me of my spark. And now I possess the power to return the favor.
You possess nothing.
It is I who possess all that you were
And ever will be.
We need to retreat.
The only way out is down.
We can't call for a ground bridge until we put some space between Unicron and us.
Behold my infinite might!
Let's roll. Come on, Chief. We're out of time.
A smelting pit?
Cybertron's been dormant for thousands of years, but that's still burning?
Ratchet, we need a ground bridge.
Optimus, if we don't get out of here right now... Optimus! That's why he's Prime. Cutting it a little close, don't you think?
Wheeljack, set a course for Cybertron.
Hang on to your hubcaps. That's the future of life on Cybertron, huh? I kind of figured it'd be bigger.
Hold tight!
time. You will now join your brethren!
You got that right.
I am weak. But our merciless attack drove the Autobots into submission. They fled for their very sparks.
A victory over unworthy opponents, especially one that did not result in their demise, is far from an achievement. Clearly, our improved state is not enough to accomplish the deed for which I have come. For that, I shall require a much greater instrument of destruction.
How is this happening? I mean, we put out a call inviting refugees back to Cybertron, and Unicron's the first in line?
Not to mention those Predacons. What have we come home to?
What are we supposed to call them, huh? Megacron? Unitron?
Really? That's your biggest issue right now.
Right. All right, good. So what's the game plan?
While Unicron may now inhabit a mortal form, he is still a god, and thus cannot be defeated by customary means.
Optimus? Wheeljack. This is Bumblebee. We have an urgent situation.
Bumblebee, this is Optimus Prime. Proceed.
Optimus, can you hear me? Come in, please. Wheeljack, do you read?
The hit we took did some damage. Receiver's operational, but we can't transmit.
Nothing.
You have your voice back. Now is not the time to go radio silent. Optimus, in the event that you can hear us, Unicron has found his way back to Cybertron. Repeat, the Chaos Bringer is here, on our soil, in possession of Megatron's body.
Wheeljack, ensure that the Lightspeed drive is still fully operational.
So what now? I mean, besides hoping Optimus got the message.
We figure out why Unicron's here.
And what he wants.
The big U could have taken Earth behind our backs. Why come back to Cybertron?
There would be only one reason, Wheeljack.
To destroy the spark of his archenemy, Primus.
But that's the core of our planet.
It isn't fair. How many more times do we have to save a world? Have to fight for the survival of our home?
Regrettably, the struggle between creation and destruction is an eternal one. And the battle lines which separate the two run through the very spark of Cybertron. Good and evil, order and chaos. One victorious, one vanquished. Each forming the core of their own separate worlds. Cybertron and Earth. And now, the darkness has followed us all the way home.
Drax, the Autobots spoke the truth. Other Predacons do exist, though it seems they took flight here. Locating my new brethren will be a futile endeavor, unless I allow them to locate me.
Vitals are improving. You will be back on your struts in good time.
Exactly how long is good time? Because with Optimus missing in action, we could really use Ultra Magnus's counsel.
Bumblebee, we have each been witness to those among us who have risen above their station time and again. Wreckers, scouts, even field medics. The Chaos Bringer is at our doorstep. And now more than ever before, we cannot afford to wait for salvation.
We'll launch an attack on Darkmount, provided Unicron's still there.
Or first attempt to locate him, in the event he is not.